What's going on, guys? This is the Super Skom Show, episode
Yeah.
6.
Uh-huh.
My name's DJ Superstar.
And I'm Skom Brady. You already know the vibes. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure that you are subscribing to the YouTube.
Please
If you haven't watched our 5 recent episodes, make sure you go catch up on those.
run that back. Fire episodes. You heard? Fire.
Yep, absolutely. Appreciate all the support and growth we've been having. We just hit 25 subscribers on our YouTube, which I think is awesome. I know Scom's happy about that too.
Hell yeah. Shouts to y'all, man, because y'all could have subscribed to anywhere else, but y'all subscribed to us. I
Exactly so.
appreciate it. You heard?
Absolutely. We do have a guest for today. They're having some trouble getting online, so hopefully they can join us,
Right.
when shit allows them to.
Facts.
But we're just gonna jump into our topics. So, if you want to bring up the first topic, by all means,
Oh, before that, let me get my
get it
get it
off
off.
your chest.
Yes, let me get that off.
Yes, sir.
So my get it off your chest moment is watch out for those who be hiding their true feelings within jokes. You heard? Because they be talking crazy, and when the room or when the vibe is like, "Yo, what are you talking about?" They're like, "Ha ha ha! I'm just playing." They ain't playing. They mean that shit. Whatever they said, they mean that shit. You heard? So start peeping that shit. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you're wondering, like, "Damn, son, like, I'm nice at whatever I'm doing, but there's something that's holding me back." Yes, it's the entourage, it's the crew, it's your family, somebody who's hating, that hates stopping your momentum. So check on that. You heard?
Yeah. There's a quote with that. There's always some truth to a joke.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yes. You know what I mean? Like the truth is in the details. Shout outs to King TD. That's his whole thing. Truth in the details. And that's a fact. The
That
truth
is
is
fact.
literally in the details. If you look for them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. All right.
All
Let's
right,
dive into our first topic. Go ahead.
let's go.
Start us off.
So, what do you think about this whole ICE shit, man?
Uh,
As your parents are immigrants as well.
yeah.
So is mine. So how you feel, man, about what's going on?
Um, okay.
All right.
You gotta choose your words very carefully
Oh
when
yeah,
you
for
talk
sure.
about shit
100%,
like
100%,
this.
100%.
Okay, so yeah, both of my parents are not born in the US. They were born in Portugal. My dad came here when he was 3.5,
Right.
and then my mom came here when she was 21.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Um,
Now yo.
yeah, I guess my dad did it the right way,
Yeah.
and my mom didn't do it the right way. We'll throw quotes into it because I feel like back in the day, like in the 60s, early 70s, like
Yeah.
they was giving out immigration green cards like it was fucking hotcakes.
Yeah.
Like,
Come on, my nigga. You know a guy that knew a guy. You feel me?
come
That's all it was. Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
My dad's whole fucking family
Yeah.
fucking came here and they all lived on the same fucking street
Yeah.
and did that for years on years on years until Cambridge got gentrified and then everybody started moving out, you know? Um, How I feel about it? Okay, I feel like if you are here trying to make a better life and
Yeah.
you work a 9 to 5 like everybody else, or a Pap, what's going on? Thanks for coming through.
But
Or
now,
if you simply work 70 hours a week, whatever it is, if you're trying to
right.
make a better life for yourself, I say come, by all means, come.
Right.
Because without immigration
Mm-hmm.
and without people coming to this country,
Mm-hmm. Fuck your shit.
this economy would fucking tank.
Let's
And I
go.
don't think people realize that.
Let's go.
Like
Fuck your shit.
people, yeah, this economy is ran by immigrants. This country's ran by immigrants. So it's
Come
really
on.
just sad to see, the bullshit going on.
Right.
So me and my girl this weekend, we went to a bead festival because
Yeah.
my girl's into arts and crafts type shit. So
Yeah.
she wanted
Fire.
to check out this event.
Fire.
Down the street from our house, we went. And I'm not even joking. Like we're sitting there, we're looking at shit, and I just hear screaming.
Oh shit.
And I'm like,
Fuck.
yo,
Mhm.
like as I'm getting deeper into it, I can hear it getting louder. I'm like, yo, like I hear screaming, like let's go outside and see what's up.
Right.
I didn't put two and two together that the rally,
Oh shit.
oh my God, the protest for
Yeah.
No Kings was happening.
Yeah.
So we went to go check it out. And honestly, it was super peaceful.
Mm.
Um, the signs were funny, like it was good vibes, but you could tell the people there like
Frustrated.
they they were definitely frustrated. I
Mm-hmm.
was definitely like my eyes were fucking popped out of my head. I was looking
Mm-hmm.
around making sure everything was good because you never know with shit like that.
Right.
But it was super peaceful and you could tell the people that were there, like you could tell some of them voted for Trump. No bullshit. Like you could tell and people are just now they're swaying the other way, obviously. Um
They're trying to spin the block. They're trying to bust that U-turn.
yeah, definitely bust that
Yeah,
U-turn.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So it was interesting. Um But yeah, I think putting a quota on finding um illegal
Nigga, that's crazy.
people
That's
is
crazy.
crazy. I think it fucks up like um how do I say this? Like the intention isn't to keep the country safe like they're trying to make it seem. The intention is really to just fucking get rid of people.
For
And
sure.
that bothers me.
For sure.
Trump should send his fucking bitch back to wherever the fuck she's from and see how he fucking likes that. So that's my take. Chat is saying this election showing everybody do your research before you just voting and shit. Absolutely. But my whole thing is that like he is targeting people who are fucking dumb. Like people who come from low education states and the South, respectfully, sorry. And like he knows how to swindle them, which I don't fucking understand, but he does. So yeah, that's kind of my take on it.
Yeah, I'm more so like take running up in like kids' schools and shit, taking them out of
Church.
school, all that. Like you wildin', you feel
They're
me?
trying
Like,
to incorporate church so hard into the fucking government right now
yeah,
and schools and shit. How are you gonna run
like
up in a church and go take some kids away from their mom?
you
Like,
feel me? Like shit like
that's
that.
the other thing too.
Like take the pedos and the grapists and take them. You
You know
heard?
why they can't? Because those are our legislators, those are our judges,
Yeah, of
those
course.
are our
Sure,
CEOs.
for sure. They're the get along gang. You
Yeah,
feel me? But yeah, 100%, you're 100% right. But yeah, like in a perfect world, that's what it should be. You know what I mean? Like get rid of those motherfuckers for me.
yeah.
But nah, they're running up on people trying to make a real living and really help this build this country for me, this thing and shit like that.
Yeah, like,
And I'm like,
and
okay, like a lot of Americans are complaining, like, yo, oh, the illegals came and took jobs. I bet so. They're gonna take once they take the illegals or they situate it however they do, and these jobs are open. So now there's free jobs. Like I want to see now all these jobs is overpacked because everybody's like, oh, they're taking all our jobs. All right, so there's gonna be openings, right? Go
the
ahead.
job market's so bad, right?
I want to see y'all fill them up now. Now they, you know what I mean. So I don't know, man. Like it's real tricky. You feel me? It's
It's a
real tricky
double-edged sword.
for sure. For sure.
Because no, I'm not for criminals coming into this country because they're
Yeah,
running away from the law back home. No, of course not. But like
right.
there needs to be some sort the system's broken and there needs to be some sort of process where they can okay, you come to so and so, you fly into, wherever, you take your fingerprints, you get your social security number, good luck, whatever.
That sounds so crazy. Like,
It is. I mean, but that's how they used to do it back in the day.
yeah.
You get off the boat and here's your number and here's your
Your number, nigga.
organized last name. Like,
And some people was trying to run away from their ethnicity, so they'll change their last name just so they can fit
right.
in. That's fucked up.
Americans were also changing people's last names though.
Facts. Like,
Like,
hey, you look like a Johnson. What? Oh,
yeah, like my dad's family's last name is Sebastian with an O. In America, it's Sebastian.
this niggas is. Never mind, let me stop.
I have some cousins who still write Sebastian like with the
Yeah,
zero, like they don't care.
yeah.
But
Cause that's nigga, that's your roots. You feel me? Like I'm not
exactly.
even gonna try to erase my roots, nigga. Cause I'm trying to come in. That's fuck. That's man.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Woo.
you know, we could talk about that all day long,
Yo, all
unfortunately.
day, all day. All right.
Unfortunately.
So we wasn't really around last week, so we wasn't here to cover the BET Awards, unfortunately.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Which it was like it was covered everywhere on media,
I
and
know.
I didn't see it, but from the
But you
clips,
saw
it
it.
showed. Yeah, fact, 100%. I seen it without seeing it. But the clips for sure showed that it was a good show.
Yeah,
Um,
I was pretty surprised, to be honest.
but remember I sent you that trailer. Once I sent you that trailer, I already knew. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
they got smart. That meeting they had after that, what was it? The last subathon Kai did. I know they then called them in and like, yo, this is yeah, for sure.
I'm actually pretty surprised that they allowed Drewski to like kind of be in it after the last time all of them linked up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They probably told him, "Yo, you gotta chill."
Right. Because he was very a little bit reserved. You know what I mean? He was still him though, acting out, doing what he does, but like normally,
Yeah.
it was just like more of a professional setting. Because I felt like Kevin Hart took lead because that's his space. You know what I mean? Like the whole hosting, award show,
Hmm.
A-listers. That's more so his space. So he kind of took lead, while Kai came in with the streaming, and then Drewski just came in with the Drewski energy, and it was dope. I'm telling you that trio is fire.
Yeah.
I'm pushing for T-Pain to join, so it can be yeah. I want
Okay, real
T-Pain.
quick. I'm about to go into a subtopic that's
Yeah, go
relevant
ahead.
to what you
Go
just
ahead,
said,
go
and then
ahead, go
we'll
ahead,
jump
go ahead.
back into the BT Awards.
All
Did you
right,
see
go
that
ahead.
T-Pain announced that he's retiring from music?
Nigga, you introduced us
Bro.
to Wisconsin and you think you could go somewhere?
Yeah, right? I mean,
Where you going?
obviously, he makes more money on Twitch and he hasn't been like what he was,
Yeah.
but like, I still love me some T-Pain. So,
Come on, T-Pain, man. But he's still gonna be performing. He just probably means he's not gonna put out any new music.
yeah,
But he's still, nigga, he has hits for eons.
forever.
Yeah, eons. He's good. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And thanks to the new social media and TikTok, so his shit's getting a whole new resurgence. It's getting
facts.
accepted heavy by the youth and shit like that, and the new generation and stuff. So yeah, he's gonna be great. He's gonna have a whole new touring career. Watch.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So, um, but yeah, I want to push for them four to be on stream together.
I
Facts.
think that would be really cool.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I'd love to see more like, I think streamers are doing a really good job collaborating, but like, I would like to see more of it.
Yeah,
Like people you would just never think, you know?
yeah. Organically though,
Organically, yeah, yeah.
not because oh he's popping right now and he has the bag. Put them together. No, like there's a work. You know what I mean? But no, for
Yeah.
sure. Like random streamers collabing and shit. Yeah. Like for example, Funny Mike and Rod G's from Philly.
Yes.
Yo, them two, like you would have never thought, but that
I
works.
know.
You know what I mean? And then he throw a little Rodney Son in the mix. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, what? But it works. It's fire, and it's because it's organic. It's organic.
I love Lil Rodney, son.
Yo, what? And I know about him since that little Rodney Son skit back in the day when he was doing like little videos and shit.
Yes.
I remember him going viral random. I was like, yo, this nigga was funny as I was crying laughing like, and
Yup.
then, yeah, and then he progressed and look at him now, nigga.
Facts. Yo, thank you for the bits. Appreciate the bits. All right, let's jump
Oh,
back into the
nigga. Yeah, back into the BET Awards, right?
yes. See how we could spiral?
Right,
Um okay, so yeah, I didn't watch it because honestly, every year it's lame as fuck.
bro. Last
I'm
time
sorry. It's
nigga,
been for a minute, right?
last time I watched the
Um
BET Awards in full was in 2007, and it was because Michael Jackson was presenting James Brown the like
oh yeah.
lifetime achievement award, and Michael broke a dance move. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, yeah,
um I don't watch award shows at all, even though I do like that Kai is covering the red carpets on
yeah,
them now. I think
yeah,
that's pretty cool.
right.
Um, but yeah, so I wasn't tuning in because I'm like, it's just another fucking show, whatever.
Right. The nigga
But
said so.
it did look pretty good.
It did.
Um, let's jump into the next topic that we have, which is relevant to this one, which is the Wale versus Kai.
First of all, I didn't expect nothing else. Like once I seen that interaction, once I seen that, I was like, oh, Wale's gonna spin back and say some like Wale emo shit, and he did that because it's
Yeah,
Wale, bro. Like if you know Wale, you know this is gonna happen. You thought that he was gonna let that shit slide. I
so
knew that shit hurt.
sensitive. That's why he never propelled in the game. I literally said that. Like,
Dog, if you have feelings in this game, it will eat you alive. Like,
yeah, but
yeah.
it's also just like him just thinking he's like better than he actually is. And like, don't get me wrong, like Wale, especially back in his era, like his prime, was amazing. I loved him. But like, bro, it was Meek's time to shine. Like, you
Yeah.
should have just let your brother have his year or two, and then you would have been right up next. But instead, you wanted to fucking cry, bitch. You had Lotus Flower Bomb, and then you bombed and fucking left.
Yo, facts. Not gonna hold you. He's a good performer, and I'm not a Wale fan.
I
I
could see
saw,
that.
I
I
saw
could
him
see that.
live, and I was like, hmm, okay, well, yeah, I call
Well,
him well. Okay, well, yeah, but still though, like his music was always, fuck,
yes.
like nigga, you're right there. You feel me? It's like, bro, man, like fuck,
Mm-hmm.
damn it, Wale. But yeah, no, I didn't expect nothing different than this transaction. I didn't expect anything different, bro.
Yeah.
In front of Snoop, like you're gonna talk to him. You see his mic is right there, and you're gonna try. You could have been cool. At
He
least
tried
you
to
been
check
cool.
him,
Like,
right?
yo, bro, I'm gonna see you after this, all right?
He tried to check him, right? That's what
Yeah.
happened.
He tried to fake smooth check him on some like, but it wasn't smooth. It was
Yeah.
like weird. Like to the point, Snoop was looking at him like what the fuck? Snoop trying to be
That
like,
shit's
hey, cuz,
lame.
what the fuck? You know what's
Yeah,
going
that
on?
shit's lame.
You know what I mean? Like, and now the younger audience is gonna see that side of you. Now you're never gonna beat the emo allegations ever. It's over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. See, that's what happens, bro. Can't be too emo on this shit.
And I was laughing because Kai genuinely didn't know who that was. But I wasn't surprised because like that's not a part of his generation.
But Kai's the type of nigga. Once the chat starts flooding it, he's gonna at least play a record. Like he could have, bro. He
He
could have.
did.
See, I didn't
He
see
did.
that part. You see?
So he did it on a different stream though. He was at home.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And
yeah,
he
yeah, yeah.
played
When he was
Lotus
commenting.
Flower Bomb and he was like, I know who this
Yeah,
is.
yeah, I seen that. I
And
seen that.
everyone's like, yeah, bro.
He's
But
like, I
like
was 9 years old.
that shit was popping when I was like in high school or like first year of college type shit.
Yeah. So come on, my nigga.
Yeah. It's been a long time.
DC chilling,
That's I
chilling,
was probably like fucking 7 when that song came out.
chilling. Or Nike boots. Yeah,
Nike Boots was his first song
yeah, I know.
or his first video.
Yeah, but then Max B took it, and that's Max B song. Like
Yeah,
that's for
facts.
Max was like, I like the brown ones. I'm like, yeah, yes, Max, that's my shit.
Oh man, facts. Oh my god, I kind of forgot that Max made that remix.
What? Five, five.
I gotta pull it back up after this.
Free the wave, man. Free the wave. He's coming
Yeah,
home in November.
yeah, well, please. I feel like I hear that every year. I'm gonna believe it when I see it.
That,
For real. I feel like I hear that every fucking year. Like,
dog, that nigga's been bad since I was fucking a teen, late
yeah,
teen, nigga.
he's definitely done like a good 15, 20 years.
Nigga, what?
What
Facts.
was it? Attempted robbery?
Yeah, on a federal agent or some shit like
Oh,
that.
on a
Allegedly.
Fed.
On
No,
a
forget
Fed.
it.
Yeah, that's why that shit stuck like that. And it's in Jersey,
Yeah.
in the tri-state. Thank God it wasn't in Mass. Jesus Christ.
No,
But
facts.
you know what? Commonwealth? Come on. But
I don't know
yeah,
why he would do that. That's so stupid.
he needed the bread, man.
But he was up already, so it's like, I mean,
Yeah, but
maybe not.
the contract he was in, he was fucked.
Yeah,
He
that's
owed
true.
he owed Jimmy like 10 records, like mad shit, and he can't get no money off his own records unless like Jimmy gets all 10. Yo, it was some shit like that along those lines. I don't know the real ins and outs, but
That's corny.
yeah,
But
yeah,
that's why, hire a lawyer, read that contract.
yeah. All that. Oh, we're homie shit. Let's dap up
Fuck
and this
that.
contract. Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
Now this is Kevin Hart dissing the Diddy party.
Beautiful tonight. You
This
just
nigga
look
Okay.
around. Look at your goddamn neighbor. Look at people around you. We need to do this shit more often. More often. And I'm not talking about on podcasts. Enough of that shit. Everybody's got a goddamn podcast. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about us taking accountability for elevating the culture.
Fuck you.
Tonight, I will do my part. Everybody will get flowers. I'll do my part to make sure that I put us on a high pedestal, man. Also, I'm gonna do my part in shutting down the idea of after parties. No after parties tonight, okay? No. Take your asses home after this. That's why I did it on a Monday. I did it on a Monday. People gotta go to work tomorrow. No after parties. That's where shit gets slippery at them goddamn after parties. Okay? We're learning a lot about people, ain't we? We're learning a lot. Take your asses home tonight.
We're learning a lot about people.
That's crazy.
All right. So, disclaimer for all the people who be like, yo, Kevin Hart was at those parties. Listen, I don't remember the exact date. It was like 2011 or 2012. There was a video that aired on Worldstar back in the day. And it was like a Diddy party. You know what I mean? But it was like the pre-Diddy party. It wasn't the Diddy party. It was like the pre-party.
It was like the
Yeah,
pre-Diddy
yeah,
party
yeah,
before
yeah.
the Diddy party
Yeah,
party.
yeah, that cameras were like, okay? So
Yeah.
there was cameras going through. Diddy was there, getting wavy. Kevin Hart was there. And he was making fun of the whole establishment, the whole situation that was going on.
Uh-huh.
You feel me? He was like, what's that on the bed? Is that it was a sexual projectile on the bed.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, he was like, what the hell? Like, what are you doing? And that's when Diddy grabbed Usher, was like, yo, remember, this is my brother right here. We used to wrestle in the morning for cornflakes. And then Kevin Hart, then they zoomed to Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's face like, wait, what? Like, nigga, you know the mic's on, right? We could hear you. The whole party could hear what you're saying. So, you know what I mean? So, I say that to say this. Kevin Hart's been making fun of Diddy and all his escapades. So, this is
Yeah.
nothing new. People's taking it like, oh, I bet you're on the list. I bet you he was there. Yeah, he was there. There's video of him there.
Yeah.
But that didn't mean he participated. Or he did. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. But I'm just saying that because everybody was like, oh my God, he switched up on Diddy. Like, no, he didn't. He been cracking the same jokes, bro. Everybody's been cracking the same Diddy jokes, bro.
For years.
Forever, bro.
Literally.
Since I was a kid, nigga. Since I was a kid, I already knew, like, yo, the Diddy parties is crazy. Just like how people always knew the Hollywood parties are crazy.
Yeah.
Always would hear that shit, bro. Like, Diddy parties. Like, yeah, come on, dog. But it's just crazy when you actually hear it play out, what was actually going on. It's like, damn, nigga. Shit. Yeah, it's a mess.
It is, yeah. I haven't been hearing too much about the case lately, so
Yeah, because you know why? Because there's certain people that's getting unfolded. Because this is like a private case, like a private trial type of thing. Usually that shit's on TV. Nah, ain't nothing on TV.
yeah, right?
You know why? Because there's a lot of motherfuckers on that list.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I ain't no, I can't even say that. I'm not saying that on here, but yeah,
Okay.
it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, yeah, a lot of motherfuckers on that list, nigga. The fuck? Yeah. And if you're smart, if you're in this shit and you're smart, you have to have a checkmate. If you know, you know. You have to have a checkmate somewhere. Like, oh, word? Bet. All
Facts.
you motherfuckers. You have to, nigga.
Facts.
And this motherfucker's calling out Hollywood. This nigga Tyler Perry. After he made, never mind. You know what?
All right, let's play it.
About this thing that is happening in this country, and I want you to pay attention to it. Don't miss this. They are removing our books from libraries. They are removing our stories and our history. They are removing our names from government buildings. It's as if someone wants to erase our footprints. Because what we need to understand is that if our children don't know our history, they won't know our power. But the truth of the matter, it's impossible to erase our footprints because we left them on water. What I mean by that is, we were snatched from our homeland, brought across the ocean, and left footprints all the way to America. When they tried to silence a king named King to keep his voice down, it still echoes through generations to generations to generations because you cannot erase our footprints. They literally took the jewels out of the. I want to talk to you about
Yo, the
this.
way everybody was looking was like, nigga, this is not a part of the script. Like, hold on, we didn't rehearse this. Like, what the hell is
Yeah,
this?
right?
Yo, everybody's all like, wait, this is not the what? He didn't say this during rehearsal. Wait,
Yeah.
I don't fuck with boy, but I fuck with that. That's a real good message and all that. You heard?
You don't fuck with Tyler Perry?
Nah,
Why?
I don't really rock with homie like that. And it's not for like why everybody like who says it. It's not because it is. That has to do with some of the movies and shit. But like, I don't know. Like, there's always been a rumor, and then it turned out to be fake true that he stole all that shit from this black lady. You know what I mean? Like he snuck in her play back in the day when he was homeless coming up, and he took that, turned it into a movie. And that's what Medea was. You heard? I didn't fuck with that. So once I found that out, I was like, word? I don't like that. Like, that's fucked up, bro. Like, at least bring her on. You feel me? Do something.
Yeah.
I don't know if behind the scenes. I don't know. But in person, like in public, I haven't seen that. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't like that.
Right?
That's whack.
I mean, yeah. Like,
Cajillions, nigga.
that's not cool. All right. Is Kai, Drewski, and Kev the best streaming trip thus far?
Trio.
I think you meant trio.
Yep.
Yeah, because who else?
Yep. I'm
Because
sorry.
who else? Honestly.
Like, yeah, like you just said, who else? I don't see anybody else doing it.
Yeah, I don't either. Especially,
unless the Wayne brothers start streaming, then it's over. If them niggas is too far, like, you know what I mean? Not far removed. They're definitely hip, of course, but they're like on a whole nother level. You feel me?
They're too rich to be bothered.
Yeah, that's come on, my nigga. Come on, it's the Wayans. But I'm just saying, imagine Marlon, and then Sean would pop in, and then Damon would pop in and slap him in the back of the head and say some funny, bro. And then Keenan just stands there. He doesn't have to say shit. He just stands there because that's the one. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, bro, that's an easy million streams.
Oh yeah,
easy. But they don't. They're doing better. Like, not saying it's better, but they're doing more philanthropy type things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? More, so they're like, eh. But if they was to do that, bro,
that would be fire. But I'm almost like, are they too old for younger people who watch streams to like?
Yeah, it would take somebody younger to usher them in. They can't.
Yeah.
No. Like, it would take somebody younger for sure to usher them in. But yeah, you're right. Yeah. If them going on their own, I don't think it'll be received well. It would look like they're trying to do too much. But if it's somebody ushering them in, like, yeah, that'll be smooth. That'll be a smoother transition for sure. 100%. 100%.
I agree with that. I agree.
Yo, so how you feel about Ryan Gosling being the new Black Panther?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I thought it was a rumor. Then I seen like another thing about it, and it keeps like popping up. So I don't know. Allegedly, this is what's going on. If this is what happens, bro, I don't know. There might be a riot. And
it says he's not gonna be.
He better not, because if he was, that's just payback for the Little Mermaid.
That's crazy.
Niggas try to get payback for the Little Mermaid. Like, oh, word, bet, huh? Nigga, how y'all feel about that? What?
It says the rumors likely stem from a 2018 fan edited image and has been fueled by the multiverse concept in Marvel movies.
Oh, thank God.
And that's AI
Whew.
from Google, just so I could cite my source.
Oh my God, Jesus. Okay,
Nah,
good.
that would be
I'm
mad
happy.
crazy. Honestly, I don't even feel
Oh.
like they should make any more Black Panther
Yeah, they
movies.
didn't. They should have never. They should have stopped after Chad like passed.
I
Long live.
didn't watch the other one.
Yeah. Oh, the second one.
Why would I?
Yeah.
The fuck? And I loved Black Panther. It was a good ass movie.
Like, why would I? First of
Like,
all, that shit was mad sad, nigga. The opening scene is them burying this nigga. I was like, oh my God, nigga.
that's
Fuck.
mad crazy.
I was like, fuck, nigga. This is how
You
we
know what the
doing it?
problem is with these fucking with the film industry is they don't let people die in peace.
Oh nah, they're
Your
gonna
money
milk
don't
it.
stop. Your
Nah,
death don't
they're
stop
gonna milk
them.
it. They're gonna
Like
milk it.
Fast and Furious, that shit pisses me off too.
But that shit's never gonna stop. Listen,
Please, I
like
stopped watching
Vin
after 4.
Diesel, Vin Diesel's gonna be 95 and still throwing niggas out of a trunk and shit and catching them in the air and shit. Like, yo, it's just gonna like, you feel me? So it's just, hey, forever. They're gonna keep milking it. They got to, bro. They're a house.
Yeah,
You got to keep the lights on, and there's mad
I
lights.
get it. I do, I get it.
You know what
But
you signed up for? Like niggas be acting like, nigga, you seen the contract. You had lawyers and shit. Y'all had meetings about this shit. Nigga, you know what you do. I don't want to hear that shit.
yeah,
Right.
I mean, it's just like, any other job. You die
Right.
today and they're gonna put your job up tomorrow.
Nigga, what? You know, just like music, bro. Nigga, you got two contracts. You know what I mean? The live contract and then the afterlife contract.
Yeah,
Eating.
which is crazy.
Yo, what? Eating. Get
Yeah,
chilling. You get
that's
zero costs. So yeah, fucking crazy, bro.
all right. Let's move into our next topic here. White cameramen go into the hood to exploit black culture for profit.
Yup. I ain't jacking it, nigga.
I mean, yeah, neither am I.
Shit,
Um,
like, shout outs to the ones that like go to really, they want to experience or they're like fans of the hood or they never been. Like, oh, I wanna see. That's different. Ish. Actually, no, it's not.
no,
I was trying. I tried. No, it's not, bro. It's still exploitation, nigga. What you
yeah,
doing? You would never come here if it was in a hot spot. If niggas was not talking about it on the internet, if it wasn't going viral, you would not be here right now. Fuck you doing here? Like what? No, nigga, fuck out of here. I don't like that. That's just
yeah,
all that hood shit. Like yeah. Talk about the other side and talk about why? And these niggas are excited to be on a platform. You feel me?
right.
So they're gonna talk shit. Like fuck and fuck we're smoking and then spin back so whoa. And they're not gonna
That
tell them
shit's
like
dangerous
right. They're not gonna tell them cut, yo, chill. They ain't gonna say none of that.
because people will end you just for being around people that they don't like.
Bro, guilty by association.
Absolutely.
That's really a thing. Like
Yeah. I mean, I always have this Jay-Z quote in my head, and it's the point of what is it? Um, Something along the lines of like, the point is to get out of the hood, not stay in it.
facts.
So I don't see why people glorify it. Um, but on this particular topic that we're talking about with white cameramen going into the hood, that shit pisses me the fuck off because it's not like they're it's not like they're doing it with opportunity. They're doing it
Exactly.
for views.
Yeah.
And those views don't even benefit the artist that they're with
Right.
because it doesn't go on their YouTube page. It goes on the cameraman's
Yeah. 100% the platform.
YouTube page.
Mm-hmm.
So they're monetizing off of it. And you're just giving them a tour like it's the fucking duck boats. And that shit pisses me off. And I'm not even gonna, say any names because I like to be nice, but there's a cameraman from Mass who's been doing his thing and, kind of like on a 1090 Jake type of deal, but not really like
Oh my god.
so much paperwork in jail. Like he does talk about stuff like that, but
Yeah.
he talks about like gang culture and like shit like that. Whatever. Um he got a lot of shit because he went to Mission Hill
Mhm.
with a Boston artist and people were fucking roasting him. And he's like, I'm just trying to feed my family. And I'm like, bro, I can think of like 100 other ways you could feed your fucking family. Like
That
going
right
to
there
Mission
sounds
Hill.
fishy. I'm just trying to feed my family. Like, nah, not like, yo, I'm just trying to give these artists opportunity and feed my family. No, 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 no. I'm trying to feed my family. Fuck these niggas.
If you want to give an artist opportunity, instead of going to the fucking hood and filming that shit like it's a fucking zoo,
Oh,
so why don't you fucking pay for some studio time and go in there with them and fucking film a
who's that?
studio session? Do something.
How about
Why don't
that?
you collaborate with them to open up a music studio in their neighborhood? Why
Do that.
don't you fucking, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many other things that you can fucking do.
Opportunities, bro. Mad shit.
It really pisses me off, but like, it's,
Let's go to your hood and talk about incriminating things that you do.
and they're not targeting black audience when they're doing this. I hope people
Oh,
understand that.
yeah,
They
no.
are targeting fucking teenage,
Yep,
young adult,
yep,
suburban
yep,
kids
yep,
who have never stepped in the hood a day in their fucking life,
yep,
never been to a housing project a day in their fucking life,
yep.
come from good
Exactly.
families.
Exactly.
The worst thing they got to worry about is Auntie Kim getting a fucking divorce.
That's it. Facts.
Like,
That's
so
it.
that shit really pisses me off.
Nah, for sure. Cause like yo, like 75% of the views come from their enemies and the boys and the feds.
Absolutely the feds. And look at what's going
Nigga,
on in Mass with the fucking feds, bro. And that's the thing. Like, people keep thinking it's fucking sweet. Bro, it's one thing if Boston police is snatching you up. It's another thing when the fucking FBI is coming to snatch you up.
yeah.
So stay on your P's and Q's and keep your shit on the fucking low.
Nah, niggas wanna be, I mean, vocal. They wanna let anybody know what they do.
Yeah, because they
You
have
know what I
something to
mean?
show and prove.
Yeah. 'Cause they soft, nigga. Fuck
Yeah.
out of here, nigga.
No one's keeping that shit under fucking wraps. They're not telling
You
about
know?
shit.
Right. Like Jim Jones or the old Jim Jones used to say. You feel me? Gangsters conceal their guns. Police show their guns, nigga. You on camera. For
Facts.
what? Man.
That's
Fuck 'em.
facts.
But yeah. All right, so let's get into sports. Like, well, not really sports, just NBA. I'm more talking like we're about to get into fucking rugby and stuff. I like rugby. Rugby is fake fire. So that's what the rugby players. I'm a jack rugby. I'm over here trying to like, you know what I mean? I jack rugby, but not. NBA versus. Did you used to watch it back in the day?
Defined back in the day.
Shit, about like 2000s.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so
Like,
that, I'll
like
go then.
2003 was
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I
yeah,
was.
yeah, yeah. AI. Let's go AI.
Yeah, AI Prime.
Yeah,
Yes.
AI era and Lakers three-peat era.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Word. All right, we good. All right, so how do you feel about the NBA from then and now, nigga?
I feel like it was more passionate back in the day, and I feel like the people who try to act like they're passionate now are honestly just a bunch of punks. Um, just trying to act tough and shit, and like
Yeah,
that shit just pisses me off. Because it's not like the NBA back in the day where like you used to like recruiters would go to the hood and they would find, the number
yeah,
one baller at
yeah,
Compton High and
yeah,
blah blah
yeah,
blah. It's not, if you're a real baller, you're not even going to fucking Compton High anymore.
yeah,
You are getting recruited out of fucking sixth grade to go to a prep school. Like they are setting you up from
yeah,
the moment your balls drop, they are
yeah,
setting you the fuck up. So it's
yeah,
like, I don't know. I definitely am not a fan of like the NBA agenda at the moment.
right.
Um I feel like I was really fucking with them up until like after COVID, like when they were, speaking up about people's rights and doing all that. Now they're like too fucking like tied into shit to even fucking.
See,
They have like a blackout night once a year. I'm like, fuck you. Like that shit pisses me off. I can't
Blackout Night.
stand these fucking people. And you know what's funny? I actually saw a commercial today of
Yeah.
LeBron James doing an
Love it.
Amazon commercial. I'm like, that's what we're doing now?
Amazon commercial. What?
Amazon.
What the fuck?
It was a
Kaiser gonna
little
be on the
funny.
show.
He like was he like ordered these clippers and then he was giving people haircuts and they were like king crowns. It was kind of funny, but I'm still just like, you're doing Amazon commercials in a time like this? Like,
Nigga said that he's giving out haircuts. Haha. I see the pun. But
yeah.
yeah, Kai's gonna be on the show allegedly.
Yeah, he's gonna stream it, apparently. Which I think is cool. But I also think LeBron is like getting older and phasing out. And it's almost like he can't be forgotten.
Yeah.
So he's trying to like tap into the
Hang on.
youth.
Yeah. But that's
Like,
the thing though. He was always in the mix. He wasn't one of those NBA players like I just come to show basketball because I don't know if you remember how he got with like when he was in the NBA. He came in with like Hove and shit. You feel me? Like
yeah.
he already had the entertainment side of things working for him, and
Mhm.
plus he was like likable on camera, like kind of like Kobe in a way.
He was till he wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. So, oh jeez.
When he was I mean, he was in his evil era.
His Mamba era, yeah, ain't none of that. He was like,
Oh,
what? He was like, nigga, the job ain't done. Like, what the fuck you congratulating me for? That was hard. But so I feel like it was easier for him to transition into this world a little bit because he's been doing the little fake music reviews on his story.
oh my God.
Yeah, doing all those type of things. So, yeah, I feel like streaming. He might be try to do the streaming dad thing and has his kids on there too, and then he comes in on some old head with Kevin Hart, and they do the whole old head shit, and then you got Ray J over there doing extremely crazy, wild old head shit. Like he's just
Ray
in his
J
own
needs to be
island.
heavily medicated.
Yo, this nigga Ray J, aka D Money from Moesha, like nigga, yo, he hasn't been right since he found out Frank was his pops. You feel me? Yo, he been all fucked up ever since then, nigga. You heard? But
I
nah,
forgot about that. That's mad funny.
yo, what? Y'all remember watching that when I actually premiered, like came out? That's how I found out. That's why I fucked with Kobe Bryant because I seen him on Moesha when I was a kid. I was like, oh shit, he just got drafted and he's on Mo. You see how it was back then? It was dope.
Yeah.
He was freshly drafted out of high school, hardest thing, and this nigga was on Moesha and took Moesha to prom. People calling her Moesha and took Brandy to prom and shit.
Yeah, right.
Fire. That's what I'm saying. Ain't no superstars like that no more. Niggas don't give a fuck.
I know. It's true.
They're like, what?
Let's get your input on the NBA back then versus now, and then we'll move on to the next topic.
So I was watching a game probably a couple weeks ago, and I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? Oh, this is
Literally, I haven't even watched the finals. I'm not wasting my time.
I was like, what the fuck is this? Yo, like, cause all the players is like spread out like this way. I'm so used to niggas being in the paint, doing all this shit.
It's not the same game, like in the sense of now it's like the long ball,
Oh,
which I understand, but it's just like for me, it's just like you guys are too pussy to get in the paint, throw some elbows.
nobody, bro. Seeing a center go in the paint for 3 seconds and running out to plant himself where the threes at to shoot threes is crazy. Since when, nigga? You're a center. Supposed to
I
be
know.
on shot edition.
I know.
No, these niggas just want to be Steph Curry.
We
Nigga,
never wanted you to shoot the 3 ball. We just wanted you to make fucking free throws.
That's it. Nigga, you're 9'3". You feel me? What are you doing shooting threes? Of course, nigga, you're 9'3". Get down in the paint, nigga, but yeah, it's different. Like you said, it's a different game, bro.
Totally different game. And you can blame Steph Curry for that.
You said who?
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry. Yeah, people blaming him, James Harden. I'm like,
please, James Harden don't even have enough of an impact to do shit. Respectfully.
Come on, that James Harden step
back in the day. Not right now.
Not for us. I'm quiet.
He needed to shave that beard off and grow it back and reincarnate himself because
What team
he's
did he play for?
embarrassing in the playoffs.
What team did he play for? Clippers or something?
I
I'm over here throwing out teams.
I
Clippers?
think so. No, no bullshit. I think so. But that's the thing. Like, I can't even keep up with where these players are going anymore. Like,
That's another thing. Facts.
yeah, he's on the Clippers, but I'm pretty sure he actually just asked for a trade. Bro, you're telling me you're scoring 22 points a game?
James Harden? What?
That's what he averaged last season. 22.8 points a game.
What if he goes to the Lakers?
For what?
Probably gonna come to watch him come to Boston, nigga. If he's about to retire, probably gonna come
I
to
heard Boston's trying to go after Giannis, which would piss me off because honestly, like,
I could see that though. Hold on.
I like Porzingis
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. But Giannis though, I could see that. I could
I
see
feel like
him
once
out here.
I feel like once you have bad blood with the Celtics,
Oh, it's up, yeah.
it's up. LeBron hates the Celtics. Giannis hates the Celtics. Joel Embiid hates the Celtics. Like, yeah, they don't like us.
I mean, Shaq was a forever Laker and he came out here and retired.
I mean, yeah, but he also like
It's Shaq.
he wasn't like starting,
Yeah.
and that team was ass.
Yo, that nigga used to walk around Cambridge, bro.
Yeah,
Like Harvard Square and shit, just chilling. Like, nigga,
I
you're
mean-
mad. Like, we could see you, nigga. And nobody bothered him. That's the dope thing. Like, niggas like Shaq. This is Boston. Niggas don't give a fuck, nigga.
yeah.
You feel me? Just it's the East Coast. Nigga, it's like New York. Niggas like, nigga, okay.
He
Like,
doesn't need security.
yeah, right. Yeah, right.
If he snatches you up,
Nigga, that nigga's 10, 11. Okay? That nigga's all right.
Facts.
The fuck? All right. So, wife and Lucci coming home. So, why isn't it covered in the media like that? Don't you notice? Like, niggas just, all I seen was IG posts.
I don't think he's that big of an artist to be having it covered.
I think niggas just biased because of Thug.
Like-
That's all it is.
Because of who?
Thug.
I mean, no, it didn't help that they came home around the same time.
And they
But
got-
he's not that big of an artist. Like,
Yeah.
he's big in Atlanta, like he's big down south, but like he wasn't getting no radio spins. Maybe one song.
He's big in the West Coast too. They fuck with him on the West Coast.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I feel like it's literally because Thug is in the industry and like he's more industry because he has more industry ties. So a lot of
Yeah.
people, because you know how it is, a lot of people think they have to choose sides between two people.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know what I mean? So it's like if you got the Futures and the Little Babies and all that on your side, it's kind of gonna like, you know what I mean? Gonna water down your coming home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if he was a bigger artist, maybe, because like Rich Homie Quan was doing this thing, but he's still in Thug Shadow in Long Live Rich Homie, but in certain cases he was still in Thug Shadow a bit, even though he had his own hits, he had his own motion.
That's a good comparison though.
No.
I mean, the only difference was really that Rich Homie Quan was not in jail.
That's a
So
big
like
one.
him and Lucci's fall off was kind of like the same in a sense. Like they were both popping around the same time.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what really happened to Quan. I don't know if that was a label situation or whatever the case was. I know he started putting out more music before he passed away. But
What he said about Thug on stage or in the interview.
what was it?
They was asking him, I think, remember he had a little weird dance or some shit, like that dance he had, and they asked him something about Thug, and he was like,
Okay.
he's like, yeah, I don't do that pause shit, but he didn't say pause, he said something else, but he said I don't do that pause shit. He's like, I'm not like that nigga, da, 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 da. Like, you know what I mean? Basically trying to insinuate,
Yeah.
So ever since then, it was like it kind of like blackballed him a bit.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because Thug was in he's in the game. You know what I mean? He had Birdman. He had big cosigns early on. You know what I mean? Early on. So
Yep.
when you're that tied in, it, like I said, it's gonna water down whatever you got going on. Your shit could be 100% facts, truth. It doesn't matter.
He also influenced the whole generation.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody who's making music right now, they have influence from Thug,
Yeah, for sure.
whether you see it or not.
Facts. Facts.
Um, but yeah, I do agree with that, that it hasn't been covered the way that it should be.
Yo, what if Wayne fucked with Doug back then when Doug was trying to fuck with him? Because Wayne dissed him like, nigga, fuck out of here. Because Birdman and Wayne was going through a situation,
I thought
and
they had like red rum drums.
man, that
Did
was
they
all
not?
man, that was all like they didn't fuck with each other like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, imagine, bro, if they really fucked with, like, cause yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
That was actually crazy. Niggas jumped out the window. Niggas went to niggas got booked like
Yeah.
behind that shit. So that's what I'm saying. Imagine pre that, like they actually fucked with each other. I think that would have been.
Well, wasn't that a part of Thug's case?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's good.
And Bloods beefing with Bloods is crazy. But let's jump into our next topic because it's relevant. People say Thug fell off. Do you agree?
Like, come on now. You feel me? It
And
ain't hitting. And I'm not even a Thug fan at all, bro, but I know because I fuck with a lot of the verses that I've heard in passings on remixes, on features. I'm like, okay, he went crazy. So I know when a Young Thug joint hits, it's for now it's not given.
but I think that the system did that on purpose.
Of course, sure,
You can't, yeah, you can make music, but you can't talk about,
can't be you.
it can't be you. You can't talk about your gang affiliations. You can't talk about red rum. You can't talk about violence. You can't talk about this and that. So all he can, so that, and this is tying into the next topic that we have about who put out the better first day song, Lucci or Thug.
Mhm.
On Thug's song, I felt like it was so intentional and purposeful for him to have that chorus where he was like, I forget the exact words, but he pretty much was like, my money, my family, my kids,
Yeah, yeah,
my
yeah,
bitches.
yeah, yeah.
That's all he could focus on now because he can't focus on the other shit. He's not even allowed to be near the other shit.
I feel like that was big a part of his like creativity. You know what I mean? Just to go in
Yeah.
there and just do what he wanted to do, say what he wanted to say. But now it's monitored. You know what I mean?
Big time.
You feel me? So it's like, fuck, you can't even be around the same energy anymore.
I know.
You know what I mean? Because I seen a couple of them studio like sessions in passing, like when he like clips and shit on reels and shit. Like he be in the studio with the homies or whatever. Even back then with Gunna, and it was a vibe.
Right.
It was a vibe, and mad hits was coming out of that vibe. You
Right.
know. So once you suppress that vibe, you get that diamonds on diamonds, and you dig. You can tell he was just.
And Future washed him on that.
Yeah, because nigga Future was smoking weed, sipping lean, having a great
No,
time.
Future doesn't do drugs, remember?
Oh yeah. Oops. He sips tea and shit.
But Lucci had the better song.
100%. Because he still
Like,
sounded like himself. That's
yeah.
why he didn't.
I know, he really did sound like he never left.
Yeah, like he made that like the night before he went in type shit.
Right.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, yeah. Maybe Thug should have done that. Like, like record mad shit before he went in. Like, all right, cool. When I get out, put this out. You feel me?
Hey, but he didn't do a Tory Lanez where he wasn't dropping mad music while he was in jail. You know?
Yeah. Now that I think about it, that wouldn't work because I think he has to submit everything he does. So
I was gonna say it probably wouldn't help his case.
yeah, nah, it wouldn't work. They'll be like, what? They go, what? Help, boy.
Yeah.
If you don't.
Facts.
So if Diddy gets out and he gets like acquitted of all his charges and he reaches out to do business, would you do it?
No.
Why?
Not all business is good business.
Okay, that's good enough for me. Exactly.
Um,
Yeah,
and you know who I feel like really put the battery in that for me is Kai.
facts.
Because he talks about how he's always turning down opportunities and blah blah blah, and like he's the like blueprint that you can still deny
Yeah.
you know, shit like that and still be
Prosper.
successful.
Yeah, 100%.
Like you don't have to sell your soul.
100%. Not for sure.
Honestly, even before the case, I wouldn't have fucked with Diddy. Just off of the bad business that he has with Bad Boy.
It's a bad business. So.
Did so many people dirty.
Yo, what's that nigga's name? Well, nope. Nope, that he was signed a convict, never mind. Adonis. Remember Adonis? I don't know why that came to mind.
I'm crying. Yeah. Yeah, which Akon was doing his thing with the fucking music.
Yeah,
But
that was bad read. I was like, cause it was a white Italian like gangster type rapper. He was signing a Bad Boy. Yo, it was mad niggas signing Bad Boy that niggas never heard of. Only reason I
yeah,
know is because I was, you know what I mean? I'm a fucking hip hop nerd, so I was in the fucking booklets and the CDs. Like, oh, this nigga. But
yeah,
yeah, Adonis. Now, should I say Akon? Akon had he had the golden touch, nigga. Lady Gaga, T Pain, he's done. He doesn't get it anymore.
I know. He the only thing that fucked up shit like that was I forgot who it was. Jive. Interscope bought Jive.
Yeah, it's always them parent companies doing some fucking foul shit.
Yeah, and when they did that, mad people got dropped from the labels, and
Fuck up the whole
there's a
shit.
lot of those like labels, a lot of those labels that are like Convict Music is signed under Jive or whoever they were. Like
Yeah,
there's always a bigger company that's running those littler
always.
labels, you
Yeah,
know?
because they're just subsidiary labels.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yup. All right, let's answer this last question and then we'll wrap it up here. Um, is 50 Cent the final boss when it comes to this trolling shit?
yes,
Absolutely.
nobody's fucking with this nigga. You feel
No.
me? If you not mentioning this nigga in a good light, don't say it, bro. And y'all can say whatever. Oh, this nigga scared of 50. I ain't fucking with 50. Go ahead and fuck around with 50. I ain't got no problems with 50. What, nigga? I've been fucking with 50 since fucking Power of a Dollar. All the mixtapes pre Get Rich, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
Yeah.
You know
I
what I
do love
mean?
50. I do have to keep like my personal out of the artist type shit because sometimes I
100%.
do feel like he just trolls a little too hard and I don't think he needs to. I wish he would like be a little more quiet like he was back before social media really popped. Um, and I also don't agree with like him disowning his son and shit, even though his son is, you know, it's a two-way street on that one, but still like at some point you do have to be the bigger person. I just think his pettiness is bigger than everything else, so
Yo, what if this was all a play? That'd be hard.
for what though?
If this was all a play, like he has something coming in the works, like with like behind
His
the
son's
scenes.
like 30 years old.
I'm saying like behind the scenes, they mad cool. Like
No.
they good. What?
50 got everything under Sir's fucking name or
That would
whatever.
be so hard. Like nigga, listen, I don't fuck with you. All right, you're gonna get your own money. That'd be hard. But you're right. 50's crazy, and he
Nah, 50
don't give a fuck.
not fucking with him. Like,
He doesn't give a fuck, nigga.
no, not an ounce of a fuck.
You take a you breathe next to my enemy that's up.
Yeah, I know,
What are
literally.
you talking about? You can't, nigga. What? That's fucked up. So imagine a motherfucker scared to even take a picture or anything with Ross or nothing due to the fact, just in case you get in the game. You know what I mean? Like it's
What
like,
happened to Meech? Once that happened, I'm like, damn, bro,
bro.
like I get it, but like,
Bro. And that's
if
big Meech, nigga.
if
And not
Ross
even to say it like that, like he's Martin Luther King or nothing, but like
yeah,
for the culture, for what he did, I fuck with Meech for different reasons other niggas fuck with Meech. I fuck with
yeah,
Meech because he put niggas on some boss shit. And
yeah,
his mentality was, you don't know who's the boss. And that's what I always fuck with since I was young. Now I was yo, that's ill mentality. Everybody else fuck with him for probably the violence, the drugs. I don't give a fuck. The
Yeah.
fact that he had a mentality like, nah, nigga, we all gonna eat, nigga. I don't want nobody to know who runs it. We all gonna shine. That's fire, nigga. Fuck
Yeah.
about. So for the culture, that was major. So once I saw that picture, bro, I was like, fuck. Yo, I knew it. On dogs. Once I seen that, I was like, fuck, nigga, it's a wrap.
Literally.
I was like, it's a wrap.
Yeah. I knew it was gonna be
It's over, bro.
yep. Yeah. When I seen that, I said, "Oh my God."
Privately, you heard?
And
Privately, cool.
and then you still got to report to work, and he's your boss.
Gosh darn it. Fine.
It's tough.
Don't go
It,
against 50, bro. Leave
it
50
it's
alone. If you don't like him, leave him alone.
no, literally.
If you fuck with him, you better show him some love. Because he'll sniff the hate from a mile away and start shooting.
Yeah,
Like, no bullshit.
it's crazy.
Seen that nigga in the comments ration regular motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So he don't give a fuck, bro.
Nah, when he was trolling Tierra Marie,
Yo.
that was bad. Like, I kind of felt bad for her after a while because I'm like,
Nah, for sure. At first I was like, haha, and I was like, damn, nah. I was like, hold on.
yeah, right.
Yeah. Damn, so like, yo, he's like, I don't care. You playing with me. But I
Yeah,
feel him though. I feel him. He's like, nah, you thought it was cool to play with me, bet. Now I'm gonna show you how I play.
yeah. And then she tried to sue him and she lost. I'm like, damn.
He's the ultimate villain, bro.
Yeah, no, he really is. He really is.
He's a villain with a cause. You heard? Facts, nigga. No, niggas wanted him out of here, you heard?
Yeah, facts.
So
Nah, that vitamin water play was too strong. Too strong.
nigga, that was a smooth layup too.
Yeah.
Smooth. I'm talking about straight pick. Nobody's in the back court, just you.
Yep.
Bro, it was dog. That was yo, bro. I know niggas was hot. Fuck, how did he think of that? Fuck.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
that's the picture. Shouts to y'all for being here, listening to us, fucking with us. You heard? Shouts to everybody who's here and who's not here, but who's gonna be here. You heard?
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
It's only episode 6, so
Yeah. Buckle up.
which is crazy.
Buckle the
We'll
fuck.
be back on Thursday to do some music video reactions.
Yeah, so send them in, submit,
Yep.
hit the email, you heard? They said
Yep.
serious inquiries, please.
Yeah.
Hit
Because don't
email.
send it on Thursday because you got to pay to play.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So send them in.
Yep. And we do that every Thursday. And we do the episode every Tuesday.
Yep,
Unfortunately, our guest couldn't make it today, so we'll try to get him on for next week or something.
for sure,
Or sometime in the near future.
for sure, 100%.
Make sure that you guys tap into the YouTube. Oh, happy 617 day.
Yo,
We
happy
didn't even say
Bean Day.
that.
Happy Bean Day, you heard?
Facts.
So good. Happy Bean Day.
Yeah, so we'll be back on Thursday. The episode will drop on Friday on our YouTube page. Make sure you go like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff.
That part.
And yeah, we'll be back on Thursday.
Yeah.
All right, peace.
All right, y'all, please.